This week was Module 10. Was learning about interactive um, technology. Um, when I went to school, we were taught, like many of you, on a chalkboard with chalk and old erasers. We didn't have computers in the classroom. We didn't have a lot of the technology that students have today, which is an advantage for them today. They get that early head start on learning how to use technology, and it's helping them to be more efficient in the classroom and engages them. I never had any really experience with like whiteboards or uh, uh, what was it, projectors. I never really used it as a student. Like I said, I've learned a lot the old-fashioned way, just chalkboard. But I think as a teacher, I want to be able to have those whiteboards available that I can interact. Yeah, I can incorporate with the projector, that I can project what I have on my computer, so that way I can write on the whiteboard of an answer, clear it, especially with math, and I can make the different colors of the problem. I think that helps students solve the problem. I think, hold on here, I have my list here of what. Uh, I think I honestly liked the smart, what's it called? Smart boards or whatever. I just like how the students can interact. You can project what you have on the computer or tie it into the whiteboard, and the students can come up there and they can interact. They can solve the problem. You can have students go up there and answer the solutions, and they're able to read the problem and see it instead of having to write it all out. Um, you know, solve your problem by yourself as a teacher. You can have the students come up and engage. I think is really neat. I liked how a lot of them, you know, it engages students. It engages them, you know, to be involved, and it incorporates with projectors, with clickers. It helps even with students. Students can use the clickers, which reading the article, um, that Scott Farkin Peterson article, they said that instructional technology is becoming more efficient, with students teaching students from K all the way to the to college level. Um, they did a research that had students from K through 12 in educational settings use clickers, and in college level as well. Um, they were able to use the clickers, and they were studying how clickers are how they were able to use the clickers in the classroom, and they were able to incorporate them in the learning setting through their research that they were conducting. They did this with the health and wellness units, and they provided multimedia presentations. And then they had used the individual answers where the clickers, the questions, like so the students with interactive whiteboard, the students, you have your question, they could able to click, okay, A or B, or click, Tommy clicked, what's the answer, Tommy, and he can click, A, B, C, and It was able to help the teachers get responses, but also I believe it just helps them interact with students. I have everything um, written down, so it's going to take me a little bit. The one site that I liked the most out of the interactive apps was the Socrative site. I don't know how you say it. I like that you were able to, it allows you to create easy quizzes, polls as tickets, and it was able to, you're able to get it, make quizzes, but also you can have it with the Common Core and state standards. You're able to, you can able to get that. You're able to have that available, and that health center is very nice to have. I think is really nice. As a teacher, having that available is really important. I think as technology continues to grow, and so many of us are on tablets and laptops and our phones, everything, your data, your notes, your calendars, everything. Students need to learn and to have that technology available. So having interactive whiteboards, boards that you can write on, but also project what you want to teach, engage the students. Clickers, you can have a quiz, a questionnaire, projected. They are able to click and answer. It's more efficient, and they are able to, click in. Hey, Tommy knows the answer. I think, that's how technology is going. It's heading that direction. My daughter, she's in 3rd grade. She's already on Chromebooks. And, when I was in school, I didn't start learning computers until I was in 3rd grade. And that was on those big box computers. We only had computer time once a week. Most of everything else was written, paper and pencil. State testing was paper and pencil. And I think my daughter, she's already practicing state testing through computers, but they're also using these interactive boards to do sample questions, to have the students learn how to do sample questioning. It engages them, because before, we're engaging the students. The students were bored and they were tired and they weren't progressing like they should have. So I think, using this in a classroom, I think using it appropriately is good to do. Other than that, like I said, I just think that's where technology is heading in the classroom, and that you as a teacher have to find creative ways to incorporate them in your lessons. I hope you all have a good week, and that is my weekly module.